Did you say NBA?
Yeah.
The new bug.
What's NBA?
I don't know what league you talking about.
Don't say
And-
hoes, women.
It's a hybrid partner.
So that's the question. What are the rules? What are the dating rules in 2020? You know, you got Instagram, you got dating apps, you got social media. You know, it's kind of like choose your own adventure 2020 at this point. So what are the rules the same? The standards the same? Like, this is not 1950s. You know, you have one girl, you call her, you wait to pick up the phone, hit her up for the day, you meet. You know, then maybe you go out for 2 more, 3 more dates, and then you get married. Like, that whole dream is dead.
Oh, I thought you meant right now. I was like,
No. Like, back in the 50s, so like the whole landscape has changed. So like, What are we supposed to do? Is like all young millennial people like us and younger, like we're in a weird spot dating wise. Like, with all the options everyone has, like trust issues, double standards. So what do you guys think about the dating landscape in general?
I'm just happy I'm not single. Cause I think about it, bro. The way things, think about it. The fact that like if you getting head now, bro, you gotta worry about getting COVID from some random shorty.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying I'm putting myself in the shoes of somebody who's single, man. Like, it's not how it used to be, bro. Like, you gotta think.
Wait, you nervous? You sweating already?
I didn't think it was going that direction.
Anywho, so shoot, hold up. Hey guys, welcome again. Thanks, listeners. So, this is Five Mics Podcast. Co-host Dino right here. We got James, we got Io, we got Tim, we got Black Adonis, and Monte. This will be episode 9.
9.
Correct. Find us on Instagram at 5 MICS pod. But Tim is back. How was your trip?
Trip was dope, man. It was hot. It was 105 when I got there, and then it was cool. I mean, got to see the family. My sister, man, she's due here in October, and then the crazy thing was the whole time we was there, weather was just like I said, it was hot. And then as we're leaving, we're in the car going to the airport, you can just see a storm, bro. And crazy thing is, our flight was supposed to be at I think 8:45. Delayed. 4 delays, canceled. Lucked out, got a hotel, and I'm just over here going, bro, like, because you know when you on a vacation, you enjoying the vacation, but then your mental is just telling you, like, okay, like my mental is telling me tomorrow is Monday, I got to get back, and then, because even like now, bro, I don't even know what day it is. Everything's been all out of whack, but that was cool, man. Like, I'll probably end up going back here in a few more months when she has the baby, but it feels good to be back. You know what I'm saying? Good old Minnesota.
Got a little haircut on the way too, huh?
I'm about to get 360 on him, man.
Still got a soft brush. You won't get 360, man. You a fade guy. You can only get the top.
Bro, can anybody here get 360?
Dino.
Prove it.
I got receipts. What you talking about?
I need to see receipts.
You act like I didn't never have my haircut. This is new.
I barely have hair at this point, so that's a hard.
I stay waiting because I'm bald. I cut my hair bald now. Before I had 360. I did. I'll post the pics on the Grammy. I'll put it up on the Grammy.
Can you guys for the uninitiated let the people know who might not know what does a 360 mean? We gotta break down some of these terms.
There's a thing called waves that you can get in your hair as a black person usually, and 360 is just a degree, so it's all the way around your head, top, sides, and the back.
Have you ever had a white person ask you why you brush your hair so much?
Of course,
all the time.
Yes.
Or
why do you brush your hair? You don't have any hair.
Or what do you use that brush for?
Yeah.
Do you wear a do-rag?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get your hair to like nap, like twist like that? If you don't get your ass on my face, can I touch it? All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah. What's with them in our hair? What white people? What's going on with your obsession with black hair? We need to know because it seems to be a thing that pops up constantly.
The bald, you get?
Oh yeah. With the bald head, the same kind of I guess respects I get too. But let me touch your hair. I'm like, bro, why would you touch my hair for? Like, why would you want to touch another person's head? That's the first question. Like, it's my head. Like, it's my sanctuary. There's no reason for you to touch my head. or if I had dreadlocks. Or if I had waves, there's no reason for you to.
Nigga, when did you have waves?
Face.
Oh shoot.
When?
Yeah, when you had 360,
when
bro.
You was in Chicago.
I need receipts, man.
I told you, I'll show you. I'll post it on the gram.
Yeah, we gonna put a poll. We gonna put a poll.
Where's yours?
Nigga.
I'm still waiting. You probably had like
What you mean, bro? My shit was always spinning, bro. You
probably
know
had like a
that
180. You probably had the top.
Now you can see the top.
Yeah,
and I just,
but it ain't 360.
I just got a cut on Friday.
But it ain't
Probably had the
360.
top.
See
You
the
never
thing?
had 360 though. That's all I'm saying. It's alright, fam.
It ain't 360.
It's cool, man.
It's okay, bro.
Alright. It's alright.
I definitely ain't getting no 360.
I'ma chill.
I ain't gonna trip. Alright, so shout out to Minnesota. James is probably excited. The Timberwolves has got the #1 pick in the draft lottery, which is tonight. Just go through real quick. Minnesota, Golden State at number 2, Charlotte at 3, Chicago at 4, Cleveland at 5, ATL 6, Pistons 7, New York 8, Washington 9, Phoenix 10, San Antonio 11, Sac is 12, New Orleans is 13, and Boston has 14 from a pick trade with Memphis. So big there is Minnesota and Golden State 1 and 2. It's pretty huge. I think it's gonna be like 3 deep at least with game changers in the draft.
You think Melo is that number 1?
I'd take Anthony Edwards over everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like the worst thing about not even the draft lottery, but like with the draft, you know, the kids who wait for the postseason to start, and that's when they shine. You know, like Kemba Walker, you know, remember he went crazy against Syracuse. Shabazz Napier. Oh man, LeBron was like, yo, you got to draft him. They drafted him. LeBron still walked.
He left.
You know, but still, like those things, like some of those kids look forward to this postseason so much.
Steph Curry.
You know, because like they can make a name for themselves in 4 or 5 games. They win a national championship, you #1 pick. You know, that like it's almost like that quick, you know, so this year's NBA draft lottery, obviously Minnesota being #1, that's big. So I'm pretty sure we should do something good with that. I hope we do something good with that.
I think they'll trade it.
Yeah. I don't know the market right now. You know, what we traded for Devin Booker, and then what?
That's
it.
That's what you need.
I mean, they can pick up Anthony Edwards. He plays the 2, but the top players are point guards.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I'm happy.
Bro, I watched Minnesota have 4 first-round picks and blow all 4 of those picks in the draft.
Yeah.
That was the draft where I think they got like Johnny Flynn. They got
They picked up like 2 point guards.
They passed up on Steph. I want to say that year.
But the thing is, like I was just talking about, Flynn went crazy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So why would you draft him? You didn't know he was gonna be a bust.
Besides the fact that he was 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah. And then you pick Rubio, you know, and then you pick Rubio, who's never played in the NBA.
Ellington,
You know.
Yeah.
they picked up Ellington that
Yeah.
right, bro.
North Carolina.
But no, you right though. Not having a tournament is hard because it's one of those things where those players do have a flash. But at the same time, when you're thinking about drafting a player, you got to think about the longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain guys that you can just see that, like John Morant. You knew John Morant was more than just a college player, and you see how it's transitioned right now in the league. Like he has an old man game as a rookie. But then you got certain people like they have the flash. Nothing against Markelle Fultz. I mean, they was talking big about him. He had he was good in college. Really didn't pan out in the league.
Right.
Can't shoot.
Well, he's the reason that they beat the Bucks the other day.
Once again, I'm saying like he's still young enough where anything can happen. But when you a lottery pick, they expecting you to like make an impact within the first 2 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like a guy like Lonzo Ball, his brother's in the draft now, but a lot of people are gonna say Lonzo's a bust. People do.
Yeah.
People say Lonzo's a bust?
Had a very bad season.
But he got drafted before Jason Tatum. You see what Jason Tatum's doing right now.
Yeah.
Product of circumstances, though.
Facts.
Well, could it be because the players are too young? Like back in the day when you were getting Patrick Ewing #1 pick, like you knew what you were getting. When you were getting Michael Jordan 3 years, you know, even if you look at it, some of the better players weren't for like Dame. I think what was he, a junior?
Senior.
Dame was a junior. Steph Curry was a senior.
No,
Kawhi was like Kawhi was a sophomore at least, right? He was like a junior, right?
Yep.
So it looks like a lot of these more developed players, like you have your LeBrons who come out every once in a while. But if you think about it, like you have a player like, you know, let's say D Book. He's a young cat. He comes out and he ends up in a bad situation, and then like he has to go through all his growing pains, like a terrible team, to where half of like a good part of his prime is already being wasted just on a bad team, and he didn't get like allowed to develop at that younger level. So, you know, but then you look at it from the college kid's perspective, is like, do I want to stay playing college and like develop my fundamentals or like make millions of dollars and go in the league? But you got to think about it. Like, think of like, that's the crazy thing about sports. How many players, their whole career got derailed just because of like what team they went to. You look at somebody like Patrick Mahomes, like, yeah, he's a great player, but going to Andy Reid's system with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and all of them didn't hurt, right? Or you look at somebody like Josh Rosen for the Cardinals, like he just went to a horrible team, horrible situation, had 2 bad years, and then he's just out of the league. Markelle Fultz had a couple bad years, maybe he'll come back, whatever. But if you go to the wrong team, you leave too early, you know, you don't get your second contract, which is where you get the money. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing with the leagues. Those leagues, it's a business,
right?
So you only get that one shot. It's not like working at McDonald's or Walmart. You can you get written up once, and all of a sudden, whatever. We'll give him a chance. You come back tomorrow. It's the league. So if you're not that good, we wasted all this time, this money, and this effort on you. You got to go because somebody else is coming.
But when you think about it, it's kind of like life though too. Because what happens is, at 18, you got the people that take the college route, and then because you got the degree or whatever it is, you go to school for 4 years, you graduate. At that point in time, you coming out to the real world at 22, let's say, right? But then you got certain people who didn't take that college route, and then it was one of them things where as soon as you graduated high school, you was out there in the real world, and it was kind of hard because initially in the beginning, it's a rocky road because you don't know what to do. You out there wilding out, you out there tripping. Then all of a sudden you figure it out. But sometimes some people don't figure it out, and they end up flatlining to become bums or become whatever it is. And then those people that went to school, even though they spent all that money to go to school, they got the debt. They're in a position now where they kind of can just walk into something. You know what I'm saying? So like it kind of correlates together in a way if you think about it, man.
Yeah, it's like some people are born with it. Some people develop it, and then some people that just don't have it. And with the league and stuff like that, you got LeBron, generational player, where you knew he was going to the league from the jump. And you got people that develop, and there's people like, what's the
Alex Caruso?
No, AC is nice, man. AC is nice. What's the Canadian guy that just the Japanese, like Canadian Japanese or something like that?
Andrew Wiggins?
No, the tall. He just got drafted. Yeah, he just got drafted.
No, Ryu, the guy from Gonzaga.
I don't know. He just got drafted or something like that. Where he's like, he didn't pick up basketball until like his junior year of high school, and then he went D1, and then he got drafted to the league.
Months, we've done enough video.
So it's like it's people that you have it, develop it, or you just don't have it. And with the business, if you don't have it, then you gone. You show that flash like in March Madness, people look like, oh, where did he come from?
Right.
And you get that chance. If you don't fulfill it, you gone, man.
Right.
It really is just like that.
Yeah, basketball is turnkey for sure. Every year you got 30 new players coming, or 60, right? 60 new players coming in. To 32 teams. That's 2 per team. Like, that's tough. So we'll see what happens. When is it draft? I should look it up.
I don't know. But what about the Ujiri,
Yeah, so just preface real quick. So the Toronto Raptors won speaking of NBA, Toronto Raptors won the NBA championship last year. The GM was trying to walk into the court as the game was finishing so he could celebrate with his team.
Black GM,
actually, African. He got pushed and shoved by an officer that was on duty there. And he was trying to show his credentials, but the guy wouldn't let him. And then finally, I forgot his name. Is it Ujiry?
Ujiry.
Yeah, I think it's Ujiry.
Ujiry pushed him back, and then some people got in the way and said, hey, no, he's a GM, yada, yada, so he let him through. So the officer filed a lawsuit against Ujiry.
For what?
Because he said he claimed that
Ujiry was
aggressively pushed him or whatever first.
We saw the body cam.
Body cam
footage just came out this week or last week. And Ujiry is countersuing, and now the body cam footage is out. So now everybody's like, "Oh shoot, this guy lied." And his people that was with him kind of backed him up too, saying, "No, Ujiry pushed him first, yada yada." So let's dive into that.
Yeah, he said that the security guard said that he pushed him so hard he hurt his head, his jaw, his teeth. Like he said that he got pushed so hard. But then in the video you can see. I think he pushed him 3 times before.
The first time he snatched him up and was like, "Yo, back up!" And then he started walking more towards him, and then the officer pushed Ujiri even more.
Yeah. So no, and you can see there's people trying to But no, he's just he pulls out his lanyard with his credentials on it, but the guy's just like, no. And then Ujiry said that 100% is because he's black. That's why it happened.
Yeah, he said it was racially motivated.
Yeah.
But I'm opening the floor up, to the five of us, and obviously to the listeners. Have you ever had a racial experience that led to violence, or like somebody actually using harm or force?
But tried to because of that.
I mean, to elaborate on the situation real quick, that security is a new type of dumbass because it's the NBA Finals. They just won the championship.
Right.
If he really thought that there was going to be no type of footage whatsoever,
Yeah.
he's a new kind of dumbass. And
it's his body cam.
But no, but I'm saying, but like outside of the body cam though, like just in general, the amount of cameras that are there. Because here's the thing, the Raptors have never won an NBA championship. You know what I'm saying? So like with this guy being black owner, the only black GM, only black GM president.
No, wait, yeah.
Right? I don't know what it's like, but either way, like this is a big moment for him, right? And to have this person take away that big moment for you just like that, and then go up and lie about it, and you got other people that are working technically for you that are lying on this guy's behalf because you're black and they look like him, not like you. You know what I'm saying? So like the whole thing is just it all goes back to like you will never understand how it is to be black unless you're black.
Right.
Cause shit like that, no white person can say that they can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the president, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, president. I don't know. The shit is the fact that I feel like we say it every pod, every day, every conversation where we have a situation like this where we can reference something new that's happened. Maybe obviously this doesn't go as far as someone losing their life, but it's like we're always seeing this. It's always something new, and people have the audacity to say that like racism doesn't exist and things like that. Even when you're not focusing on it, when you know what, I'm not gonna think about that. I'm gonna look at sports. Bam, it's right in sports. It's always in your face. Like it's crazy, man. It's 2020 and it's still. I don't know if this stuff like this will ever stop happening. Ever.
No, racism will exist for as long as human beings exist. Unfortunately, even with eventually, like you'll have new generations who will come and teach their kids better, but you're always gonna have those people who are gonna like pass on that hatred onto their kids and that attitude, and then we're gonna have stereotypes and different things like that. So that actually brings up an interesting point. It's like, what is the actual goal? Like, what are some of the things that we're trying to prevent? So, like, what if we take like complete eradication of racism like off the table? Because that's obviously not going to happen, right? And what I think happens sometimes is it's almost like sometimes where the movement is like we want to get it down to zero, right? And that's like a really noble goal, but like it's not really like within the realm of reality. So each time we have a situation that happens, we're always trying to fix racists. But what about finding a way to like create different incentives in like the system so that like it's harder to commit racist acts, it's harder to be a racist cop, it's harder to discriminate on the job. Like, so I heard things like, taking a race off of a housing application. That's great. Why do you need to have your race? You don't. You just need a credit score. How much is your income? Things like that. So I'm thinking of like, what are some solutions that way to where some people I'm like, guys, I get it. Like, I know racism sucks. But like you like posting every, it's like, obviously I know that racism exists. It's like, oh, we got to do something. And then me, I'm always like, what? The people like who annoy me are the we got to do something. People are like, okay, you could scream that 10 million times. Exactly. We got to do something. What? But then, like I said, when it's like end qualified immunity. Oh, what is qualified immunity? Oh, speak to your local district attorney and your police chief. You don't know your police chief's name, but you're you're on social media or whatever, and it's like, what are we gonna do? And then I don't even know if I'm not even gonna do it. Never mind. I'm gonna.
Who wants to smoke?
No. Well, I did a little experiment. I was like looking up. I was hoping this isn't true, but I wanted to look up and see some of the cities behind some of these police brutality killings. Right. So we're always blaming everything on like KKK, backwoods, Alabama, racist systems, blah, 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 right? We look at Breonna Taylor. Where was she killed? Louisville, Kentucky. I looked up the mayor of Louisville. What party does the mayor of Louisville belong to?
Most Democrat.
Tamir Rice, Cleveland, Ohio. Eric Garner, New York. Philando Castile, Minneapolis. George Floyd, Minneapolis. These people are not looking in their own backyard.
Right.
These things are happening in your backyard. And they keep pointing across the aisle, talking about it. And that's the thing that I always talk about every time. It's like, you ever heard the idea of the prisoner's dilemma? So the prisoner's dilemma is basically like you're in jail and your guy gets locked up in jail too, and they're each trying to get you to snitch on each other.
Right.
So the best option is for both of you not to snitch, but you don't know if the other person is going to snitch, right? So it creates chaos, right? But that's the same thing that we have going on. Like, we're kind of in a prisoner's dilemma politically because our own party won't ever really do anything for us because they know we're going to vote for them. But it's like if we withdraw our vote, we think something worse is going to happen from the other side, and we're just caught in this rock in this hard place. And when I keep telling people boycott the vote, start our own third party, they're like, no, we don't want to do it because so and so. Because Trump will win another election or the Republicans will win another election. I'm like, well, you're going to keep ending up in this loop permanently, like for the rest of your life. Right. So is it worth like taking that hit for 4 years, throwing our middle finger up and saying, hey, like at that point, I think that's the only solution I can think of right now is actually withdrawing our attention and like until they know that they're not going to get elected, they're not going to do anything.
But I think us as people need to do a better job of understanding that like, just the Trump-Biden thing is a conversation of its own, but we actually got to start focusing on our local. You know what I'm saying? Like who is the who's the governor, who's the mayor? Like you got to focus on, because when it comes down to it, if whoever wins the presidency, that's that. The stuff that's happening is happening in your local state. You know what I'm saying? So like that's where when you talked about that one time where people just are so oblivious to all that stuff, and that's stuff that you actually need to focus on. But nobody really cares because, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't watch the DMC convention the past couple nights. That shit was boring.
You didn't miss anything.
Did you watch it?
One thing that I thought that was actually pretty good on a Minnesota, government, aspect of things is them actually shutting down Trump being able to go to the George Floyd Memorial. Just because I already know.
Did he try to go?
He wanted to go to the spot where he got killed at. Walls was like, no,
right?
Don't even think about it. They don't have enough authority, enough police officers, enough anybody that will stop the problem that would happen if Trump walked over there. So that's one good thing that I think I saw from the Minnesota government. They do handle some things that's different too, but it's always, oh, we want to vote for Trump, we want to vote for Biden. It's always that, but nobody actually looks to the guy next to them. That's all I care about, the people that I can see every day. I can't see I never seen the president.
Are we tired of just having this orange man is just living rent free in everybody's mind? Like I was like, how could we end up in the place we're in where it's just like get Trump out by any means, right? Okay, but you're going to elect Joe Biden? Like, is Joe Biden alive? Like, is he actually alive, or is he just like he's like a corpse? He doesn't even do anything. You can look like this is the clown country we live in.
I was about to say that we live in America.
Yeah,
we love our entertainment. It's a joke. We love our entertainment so much that we wouldn't even actually care who the president was unless he said something that made us think about something. Trump, he's been on Twitter, he's been on all those social media sites and just been talking this whole presidency. Even the campaign now, he's saying stuff. He's attacking Michelle Obama or whatever, the case may be, but everybody knows these clickbaits that he's got going on every time he talks. But it's just one of those things.
Who should run for president? Michelle Obama.
Facts.
That wouldn't have been a bad,
If Michelle Obama ran for president, she would win, and we could all go back to normal. The Obama years were smooth. Everybody was happy. We had a president who didn't talk shit. He just went about his business. Smooth. Michelle, she's the same extension of that. we'd be good. I think maybe we run Michelle. What would you guys think Michelle would be a good pick?
I'll vote for it.
And I hope it ain't too late. But yeah,
She can't do it now.
She can't do it now.
She can't do it now. It's
Down
too
the
late.
road. Hey, but
Something. We just need somebody to calm everybody down.
I wasn't
It's
trying
too
to be
hot.
rude. I sent y'all a text in the group chat. So type in nuggets on your phone and see if it pulls up nigga. Y'all see that? Y'all see that commentator? The Hornets commentator, bro. He tweeted, bro. This just happened here a couple days. He got suspended. He tweeted. That's what he said. Shot making in this Jazz nigga game is awesome. Murray and Mitchell going back and forth. What a game. Fam, like,
so you gotta read it before you send it.
some cats just press send. But like, so like, I just did a screen recording and I sent it to y'all right now. Like, I typed in nuggets on my phone 3 different times. It's a smartphone, bro. It's not even gonna let you type in nigga.
Nah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
be hating when they change it, bro.
He had a Freudian slip.
Is that what he said?
No, like a Freudian slip is where you say something that was like in your subconscious mind that you didn't want to say out loud.
Yeah.
So he was probably just thinking some.
These niggas making hella
Exactly. That's what happened today. Look, man. Let them. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Players fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
No, bro. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. No, guys.
Why did he say that?
Bro, like, this is unacceptable. Like, this can't be a pass, bro.
Are you okay with white people just hiding their racism and just like not if it doesn't affect you, just let them hide it and just be racist in the corner?
If you never
I
see
think
it,
we'd go crazy, bro. If we tried to trip on every single thing, I'm not even gonna trip.
Yeah.
But you
Go
tripping.
crazy. I'm not.
But you have,
Look
bro.
at the Laker game.
I would much rather. Go
If
ahead.
it came, like you know, like I said before, if it came face to face to me,
Yeah.
Like if somebody was like, "Yo, James," you know, in any IGGR, whatever, you know, and nigga me up,
That's on site, yeah, for sure.
and then you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yo, like, who are you, bro?" Like even
Not
like
even
if I have
no questions,
conversations with my
Yeah.
white friends, and they're like, "Oh, he said nigga," I'm like, "What did you say?"
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
right.
repeated it to me, like now that's not acceptable. You know,
Have
that's
you
not
ever heard
acceptable.
somebody say it at a party, like in a song?
I'll be looking for him.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like,
Yeah,
do be looking for
Hey,
him to say nigga. It'd be the girls too.
It's the concert.
Mainly the girls.
I was rapping it. I was singing it. Like they were doing it.
Yeah, I remember one time there was a girl, like it was a girl, she was like a white girl, let's call it. She was one of those, right?
wait, what is that?
She's a white person trying to act like they're black, right? She's one of those. She was like, what's the word for it? A ratchet white woman, I guess, right? So she's at this party, and my guys, some of my friends from my friends from Milwaukee, they're like really,
niggas.
yeah. So there's some real black men, we'll call them, right? So we're at the party, and
They some
she's like rapping along, and then like she says it, and then like they get like super duper heated, and of course she's a female, and then it's like we're drunk, and there's this whole thing, and then like it's all tense in the air. Like she starts crying, leaves the room, like they're heated. Like I had to take them out and like go find them some weed so they calm down, like all this stuff, right? And it's like, yeah, those little things like that is just like a word. Like dear white people, that word is just off. It's just off the table for you completely.
I
Just
don't know why they
let
wanna
it
say it so
go.
bad.
It's off. You don't get to say it. Like it's just one thing. We get one thing. We get one thing at least. It's just
No,
it's off the table.
I remember
It's just easier that way.
being a shorty. I think I was like 7th grade, and I used to have to walk to school here in Rochester too. And I remember this group of cats, a group of white dudes, and I'm walking by myself. Like I said, I'm 7th grade. I can't hurt nobody who's older than 9th or 10th grade.
Right.
Nigger, it's like, bro, like, whoa. I'm like, what's the purpose of you saying that?
Right.
And actually, you know, I was walked fast enough, and I caught up to them as they was coming back down the road, and I see there was like 3, like, damn near like 22, 25-year-olds in the car. I'm like, yo, like, what did you gain from that?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of gratification do you get on screaming nigger to a seventh grader by himself in a town that's already white? Like, would you want me to move myself? Like, did you want to like? So yeah, like what kind of reward do you get from saying that?
I don't know.
That's just how that's part of that how they raise, man. It's just like they just raise with that hatred in them, and they're saying anytime you see one of these people, just be as disrespectful as you can. That's the most disrespectful thing that you can do.
But,
I should say.
Yeah, but even like now, it's like you know, Monte said it's 2020, and you got a white dude or white girl even like Mexicans and Asians, whatever, you know, they be like nigga. I'm like, whoa.
I'll be pressing Asians too. I hate that shit.
When did you become black? You know, and now it's even worse. You know, I've met any white people supporting the Black Lives Matter, saying, "Oh, nigga this or nigga that." It's just like one of those things where it just comes down to it. It's like in the memes, if they say nigga, you read it, so you thought it, you said it. Don't post that. You know, you don't have the grounds to say that. You don't have the grounds to post that. And don't reply back to me talking about some. Oh, I heard it in a song. I heard it in a movie. You know, I watched Django. Now I can say it. It's like no, don't like. Have you ever seen Django? That was a good one. No, actually, it wasn't. You know,
bro. The thing with the N word though, that's crazy to me is they want the power of it, and that's the reason why I don't want them to have it because, like you said, they can use it in so many different ways. They can say, "Oh, we use it in a rap lyric," because what's that? Like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar brought this fan up on stage a few years ago, and I don't remember what song it was, but she was just N-word this, N-word this, N-word that. And Kendrick's like, "Yo, boot her off the stage." But like, so then they like, no, I'm doing it. Nah, just don't do it. Or the thing was, and we all grew up with white people. You have every white friend that when they have one too many, all of a sudden they grab you and be like, "Hey, bro, man.
Is it cool if I say it?
Is it cool if I say it?"
Yeah, like say what, bro? Get your ass kicked.
Yeah, bro. And I'm like, I be looking at them. I'm going, bro, this isn't going to make our friendship any stronger.
Yeah. Like JID said, man, everybody want to be a nigga till you got to be a nigga.
In 8th grade, I had a teammate that who before I had been to his house. Like all other black kids, I've been to his house, like cool and all this. And then 8th grade, one day he came to the school, and his shirt on the front, it was just like the Confederate flag. In Georgia, it's normal, like shirts, whatever. But on the back, it had these two little black girls picking cotton in like their all in their like slavery, like little white gown, wherever it was. And one of my friends he saw it. He was like, "Yo, you seen blank shirt?" I was like, "Oh, with the flag on the front?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't care." He was like, "No, you see the back." I was like, "No, what's on the back?" And he was like, "Go look." And so, change class, I see him in the hall, and then he comes to me. He was like, "What's up, man? Can't I see your shirt?" He does this. I'm like, "Can I see the back?" And he kind of was like, "Nah." I was like, "What's on the back?"
Stone Cold Stone.
And then my friend took his shoulders and turned him around, and I saw it. I just saw black just start. Yeah. And then when I got home, I told my mom. She was like, "So you got suspended?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You were fighting?" I was like, "Yes." She was like, "Why?" And I had to tell her. He had a shirt on. They had these girls picking cotton on the back, and it was like when times were simpler or something. He said some shit like that.
Damn.
On the shirt. My mom, she was like, "Oh, okay." Goes to the school. She was like, "Who is this kid?" All this. Found out where he lived. Then went to the house, brought me, knocked on the door, talked to us. So apparently he had stole this shirt from somebody and wore it, so his parents didn't know or whatever like that. But I think about it, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did his parents know? But growing up in Georgia, it's racism is. You can see it every day. It's even when you said if we didn't know if someone was racist, you can see it in their face, the way someone looks at you.
Man, what is it like in the South?
You can. It's
bro. I don't have the same experience that you have.
I've never been in the South.
I've only driven through from Florida to Atlanta, and I kid you not, bro. That one, 5.5, maybe 6 hour drive was all I ever needed to see.
Yeah.
That's all I ever needed to see. You have no reason for me to ever drive to Atlanta again from the South.
Yeah, it's good. There's you pass cotton fields after cotton
field, plantation, Confederate flag.
There's billboards that have Jesus, and on the same billboard they'll have the Confederate flag and stuff like that.
It's weird, man.
It's crazy. There was growing up, one of my girlfriends, white girl. We were walking on the sidewalk. I think I told you. That's true. That's true. We were walking on the sidewalk, and this truck zoomed by and they yelled something. And it kept going, and then we were walking, and then they turned around and came back and was like, "Get your own." And immediately I knew what he told me. And I was looked at him, and she was like, "What are you talking to us?" I was like, "Who else would they be talking to?" And then I heard the truck coming back, so I told her to get to the grass and stood there, and they kind of drove, and they was they paused, and then they just kept going because I stopped. I was like,
right.
"Yo, you can drive by and yell some shit, but you're not gonna stop.
Yeah,
you're
that's
not
the
that
thing.
brave.
But what do you get off of that? Even I could go on and on with the stories about racism and experiences. I remember, I think it was like 9th grade or something like that. This dude like shouldered me, and I'm like, you know how when somebody like bump you with their shoulder, bro, you're like, yo, we gotta address this. So I turn around, I'm like, yo, bro, like, what was that? Who you think you like? Who you think you walking through like that? He's like, whatever, man, whatever. So I like followed him, but he like started hurrying into his class. Obviously, I'm not about to run in nobody's class. End of the day, I go to his house with 2 other cats. We walked up to his house.
You just knew where he lived?
His sister. We walked. His sister was inviting people over.
Oh.
So we get to the house. Who do you think answered the door?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. And I'm like, yo, small world, what a coincidence. And I'm like, now I'm caught off guard. Like, damn, I'm about to box him at his crib. Slammed the door on me. Me and another dude, 2 dudes, we didn't go in, obviously, but everybody come back to school on Monday. It's like, oh, man, you should have heard the stuff that he was saying to you or saying about you. I'm like, bro, like, why didn't he say it to my face? Mm-hmm. If he's already thinking it, you might as well just say it to my face. Yeah. Save yourself the trouble, save me the trouble. But yeah, it's just so many kind of situations.
I mean, you get the same thing now. There's so many more internet gangsters or internet people in the comments. Like, there's way more negative things that's going through because it's easier to be behind something and talk shit than it is to say to somebody's face.
Yeah, but with the trolls and things like that, half the time,
not trolls. I'm saying you see the same shit. It's racist shit online.
Right. I'm saying, but half the time you don't know because you got to decipher who actually said it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think it's black people just saying some stupid shit that you get people riled up in comments.
I don't think so. Fuck no.
I've seen.
I click on profiles,
bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you go to like World Star and it'd be like some video, and all of a sudden like, oh, first, second, or then they'll start saying things, and all of a sudden like the 10th comment down, you'd be like, oh, da 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 da. It's like, yo, like, would a white person really say that?
Yeah.
I get it, but because it's behind the internet, now I gotta decipher what it was. Now I gotta come up with all these conclusions of what it was. Sometimes I think it's just black people just acting stupid.
I think how I feel about pretty much everything. If it don't affect me directly or affect the people I'm with or my family, then I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
See, that's where we differ though, because I get nervous because I think it's gonna hit home at some point in time.
It's all
when it does, I gotta react.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I just like to be aware of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where it can't be out of sight, out of mind, because I know for a fact that when it does hit home, how am I gonna react to it?
Right.
And so like sometimes I overreact to things that have nothing to do with me. That's why I trip all the time, because I really want to put myself in that position where when it actually does happen to me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because
no, you want to be there for it. Like if somebody's being racist in California, but we live in Minnesota, obviously, what can we do to that dude that lives in California? Nothing.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying I don't care about it, but I'm saying I'm not gonna expend hella energy because I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
But I'm aware of it, of course. Of course, it happens to me.
Yeah.
So I can't just be like, oh shit, because you're gonna kill yourself mentally.
Yeah.
You're gonna drain all the energy you have in a day if you take on everybody else's pain.
Problems. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have enough pain in your own. You understand the pain as a black person in America, right? We already know that. But I can't try to fix everybody's situation because I don't have the capacity to do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be aware of everybody's tension and everything that's going on, and I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm good myself and my people around me are good. And when it happens to me and my people, then we address it.
No lie.
Wholeheartedly, you know what I'm saying?
No lie, I had my phone on Do Not Disturb today from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had it on Do Not Disturb. The feeling of just knowing that I didn't have to care about nothing for that time period was amazing. But then at the same time, the fact of knowing that there was something happening that I just wasn't aware of scared the fuck out of me, bro. Right. So I don't know if I could ever do it again.
Right.
You can't live.
You do it from 10 to 5.
I don't know.
Yeah.
From 10 to 2? Anyways, no. Some people are just like, they're putting themselves through like psychological torture, man. Like, look, so I'm always talking about like, do your own thing, build your business, make money. But yeah, if I get pulled over by a cop, he has a look in his eye, I'm in that different mode. I have no choice. That's a bridge. I'm gonna be at that bridge. I'm gonna be at that situation. He doesn't care how many books I wrote, this and that, right? Mm-hmm. I'm aware of that reality. But some people like they just wanna like bathe in it, and it's like, dude, you can't, like, that's mental health issue. Like we're talking about, they said suicide is at an all-time high. Oxycontin, opioid, alcoholism, depression, anxiety. It's like, yeah, dude, you know, some people are doing different, you know, quarantine rules these days, but like you're locked in your house 3 months in a row, basically. You have police brutality, you have protests, you have riots going on. Well, on top of that, the world's already burning out around you. At least let your crib, your own home, be like one sanctuary. Like turn your phone off. Like I realized all the days, I had a couple of days where like for whatever reason I just ended up on my phone. Like I had to work out, had a bunch of stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, this day was pretty good. Like what's the variable? And all my days turn out really good. I'm not on social media, not looking at racism, politics. It's like that's all it is. If you open up your phone, it's gonna be racism, politics, violence. That's gonna be 100%. So you just have to like tune your mind out of that for a little bit for your own mental health.
Dog,
you're gonna go
being
fucking
consistent
nuts.
with that is so fucking hard, bro.
Oh yeah, it's addicting.
Like doing it the next day, and the next day, and then the next day. Cause like, and somebody, what's it called when you don't want to wake up? Like, I don't know if y'all ever had this where, there be. I'm saying like, yeah, y'all ever experienced that? Like, when you feel like you're like you wake up as if like you're trying to like lift yourself out of bed, bro, and you can't get out of bed.
Oh, like sleep paralysis?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
That shit happens to me so fucking much, bro, and I don't know why. But like,
you just smoke weed, Tim.
Is that what it is?
You should smoke a little
might
weed.
have a little bit too much going on.
You're a little wound up.
Is that what it is?
You should smoke.
Look how you're sitting right now.
Nah, man.
Be great and relax.
Yeah, you relax.
You need to relax. Get a massage next time, fam. A new room massage.
Yeah, you should smoke like a little. Get like the really good like medical grade. Get the pen.
Yeah, get the CBD shit.
Something with that. I take CBD, right?
Let me get you some.
Something like that.
I know CBD people.
I've been taking CBD for like 2 years.
I'm a Segway king, bro.
Hey, here's a good segue though.
Thank you, right.
I was thinking about one thing. It got up in the conversation. It's like black people are the only race where we have to deal with racism for our actions, that we get judgment for our own race for certain actions. And one thing I wanted to highlight on, since we all have this in common, is interracial dating, right? So as a black man, we get flagged for taking their white girls, and then some of us, we get looked at. That's how they feel, right?
You sound like Trey Songz.
But then we get
I songs,
and then it's like you're not a real black man unless you don't have your Nubian queen, you don't have your black woman to hold you down. You're not really for the movement, for the culture. So I mean, it's pretty much.
Everybody adjusted their mics.
That's already shit.
I didn't. Did we touch on that
We touched
already?
on that before.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Are you pro-black if you date outside your race?
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. I was just trying to segue into the relationship joint.
We all have. Well, obviously, we have no issue with that, and we all agree that we're still pro-black, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What you looking at me like that for?
Because you're talking.
Gee, Dino, I know you probably seen this Issa Rae. They asked her, and she was like, "I'm voting."
Oh, with the wheel?
Oh wait, no.
When she was like, "So who do you want to win?" She goes, I'm gonna be honest with you, anybody that's black,
For sure.
right? And then the comments was going, really? So if I said that as a white person, everybody would be pointing fingers at me, or so
Y'all niggas win all the time.
Yeah, so and then they were like, and you're telling me that you want people to win just because of the color of their skin, not because of how talented they were. I'm like,
you want us to lose because of color of our skin. What's the difference?
It's a mix. It's a mix. They have to be a little bit qualified because like Obama, smooth. He's qualified. He's black. Great. Kamala, she can kick rocks. She's not qualified at all. I don't care. She can be as black as night, purple black. I'm still not really down with that. But
let's
representation matters.
Let's see. If everybody's probably been in this. So when a girl brings up one that you're dating or you're around that you're in cahoots, she brings up another girl and says, "What do you think about this girl? Is she pretty?" This is a setup, right?
Yeah, it's a setup. Because what happens is, she pretty. It's a lose for you. If you say yes, then you have to deal with, oh, so you think she's pretty, or I don't think she's pretty, or why would you think that, or something like that. If you say no, it's like, really, I know you think she's pretty. Why you lying? What? Come on now, bro. What are you saying? This
I plead the fifth.
Yes, hey Google, play Stevie Wonder.
I don't
want to see no other girls. What you mean,
Bruh, this just happened to me in Texas, bro. We was at the club in Texas.
That's why you put your phone.
We was at the club in Texas. It's me, it's Guap, Lambo, and it's Silver, and my lady with us, bro. And there was some light skinned shorty. She was sitting like in this booth area,
and she liked her.
And she had white on, and then
what was her hairdo?
White?
This was just last week, man.
What was her hairdo?
I don't know. I mean, her hair was nice. I mean, I don't know what her hair was. But no. Then there was another shorty that was wearing all black, another light skinned shorty. She had the Poetic Justice Janet Jackson braids, and Guap was looking at her.
Got the gram?
And so my other guy was looking at the other shorty, and so they talking to me because they can do that, and they pointing out these girls. You know, they want to go approach them, and I'm over here looking that direction. And then I get a text from my lady.
While she's there, she texts you?
My lady, she left.
Oh.
She left and shoots me a text and she goes, so you wanted to be looking at other girls? And I'm over here going, hold up. I'm looking at that direction from my partner. I'm trying to confirm from my partner.
That never works.
Mm-hmm.
Can you wingman it?
You can't wingman set up too.
But how do we fail that? Like, how's that a problem?
It's not
a setup, man.
But it is.
And first and foremost, if you're at a club with your shorty, you're gonna lose either way. There's no winning that.
Oh, what do you lose?
Oh shit.
No, I'm saying like, bro, how you gonna be at a club and not look at other girls?
Somebody say it to him.
Yeah. What'd you say? Google play Stevie Wonder.
Hey Google, play Ray
Stay faithful. Did you guys see that TikTok? It was this dude. It was a girl. Was like, would you rather? She's like, would you rather kiss me for $100, or would you rather kiss the hottest girl in the world for $700? And he was like, oh, you, babe, of course. And she looked at him and was like, who's the hottest girl in the world? So he just got stuck. But you know what I would do? I'd be like,
that'd be $170. What you mean?
Right? But you know what I would say? I'd be like, you know what? You think she's bad? Like, yeah, she's bad. She's bad as fuck. Fuck it.
I mean,
tired of the game.
To be honest, bro.
Tired of the game.
I'm with you.
What did you want? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, like, what's the problem?
If I wanted her,
she's bad.
I would approach her.
Exactly.
There's plenty of eye candy out there, right? But that's all they are is eye candy.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No. I know nothing about them. For where I'm at, they just eye candy for now. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, I'm leaving with you.
Wait, are we allowed to look?
Clearly, we can't.
It's biological. It's biological. You can't control. I was at a Texas Roadhouse one time. There was this old dude with it was an older dude with this lady. This bad chick walked by. I look at her. He like looks over his wife's shoulder. He looks at her, and then he looks me in the eye. We're like, yeah. I know. He's like, all right, bro. It's a bio. Like girls know. Girls know when they walk around.
What's the problem with that though?
I don't know.
It's a test of
insecurity.
Oh yeah.
You know, some people are very insecure. Not very. Some people just have insecurities, and that's one of them. A lot of people don't feel like they're good enough in general for anything. You know, like, that's why so many people end up doing those jobs they hate for so long. It's like, I'm not good enough to do this. I wasn't good enough to chase that dream. I wasn't good enough to date that person, and I'm not good enough. I'm barely even got you. You know what I'm saying? So.
But son, the power of the compliment is big, bro.
No, I try to go.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Like honestly, if I see somebody that is presentable, they take care of themselves, they look good, I'm gonna applaud them. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's your love language.
I don't know I should know it. I got the book.
I'm like, I need touch. Like touch is my.
I don't like being touched.
Nah, touch.
No, Mariana ass out of here, bro.
Nah,
that's your love language.
Dancing, yeah, but
so you put hands on people.
And that's hands. You make it sound
good.
like
men need affection. Yeah, that's good. Men need affection, right?
No, because like me personally, I don't like being touched.
Yeah,
I really don't. That's not my thing.
I did the test some years ago. I forgot what mine was. I think it was touch, and it's just 2, right?
No, that's more. It's like.
No, it's 2 that you end up getting or something?
Gifts,
words
of affirmations.
Definitely touch. The words.
Yeah,
touch.
It's like 5. It's like 5 or 6.
I think it's 5.
Yeah,
5 languages.
I'm saying like 2, or is it just one main one that you are? Can't remember.
I think you have like a dominating one,
yeah.
And then there's.
No, because like gifts, that don't really mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
I love gifts.
I think gifts is just a band-aid, really. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at gifts.
I like random just shit. Like, oh, you know, I like Oreos, and you got more Oreos? That's dope.
The thing about a gift for me
shit
is,
like that.
The thing about a gift for me is, like, always put a different value on it. Like, if somebody bought me a gift, it's like, damn, now I gotta go to buy a gift.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go out and return a favor and buy a gift. Like, that's why I really don't do the gifts.
Yeah.
And I don't do flowers, like, because flowers die. You know, so it's like, that's a waste of $20.
You throw some random flowers out, it's nice, bro.
I get it. But I'd rather just put that $20 towards something else that we're going to do together.
Question. So, we were talking about dates, what was that, last week? Or whatever.
Something
Last
whack.
week.
So,
Yeah.
a lot of people just go straight to like the dinner, you know, dinner or drinks for like dates. What's a go-to outside of that for you guys?
I have to get away from that. Like, I don't want to go to these restaurants and sit down. And
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
wanna
So what's
to
like
these
your
bars.
go-to for outside of that?
Let's go do something that we normally wouldn't do, or you won't want to do together. Like, some sweaty shit. Like, let's go on a walk. You know, let's get out. Let's go to a park. Let's go, you know, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff that I'd rather do. Like, I don't want to sit in no restaurant, spend $60.
I hate movies.
Well, the thing about a movie is, that's not a date. That's not a first, second, or third,
Hell
or
no.
fourth date.
But you
There's
can
no
talk
talking.
after or before.
But the thing is, like,
After. You know what
like
I'm saying?
I gotta sit there for 2.5 hours, think about what I want to say to her right now, and I can't say it. I have to wait 2.5 hours later to be like, hey, by the way, what'd you think of the movie? I just think it's like a corny conversation.
I mean, I haven't been on a date.
Well, that's a go-to to like get a little make out, a little finger session when you're like 7th grade.
Hey, yo!
So we talking like a big. Whoa.
No, not eighth grade. Eighth grade, something like that. You never finger a girl in a movie theater? All right, never mind. I'm going.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I'm gonna get an ops. He's like,
I thought we were PG like a mug.
now he's speaking my language.
I was gonna say bowling.
Premium.
What's going on?
No, really, I like going for walks. I like going. There's a lake. There's a lake behind my house. So I go on nice
I
walks.
am plugging right now. Look, this is ad is Io the author.
There's a lake, Cascade Lake. It's very beautiful and scenic.
I'm an arcade guy.
Going by seconds.
Arcade.
Dave and Buster's.
I like to see the competitive side, and like once you get like, say you playing like the whatever you winning, and then they get like into it. Like, okay, that shit's gonna really come out. Like they can't think about the filter. It's gonna come out.
But,
like,
but the thing
like that.
is, like, we grew up playing games, so we know we're gonna win.
Yeah, you hope
How many times do you let them win?
I don't never.
So you win every time.
Yes.
you go.
I don't lose in anything.
See, I feel like you gotta let them win once, and the second time, like, oh, you got me.
You sound misogynistic, man. Why you making it sound like you don't let them win?
Well, it's just like one of those things.
What you
No.
mean?
He learned something. He
you
learned
mean?
something.
See, here's the thing. Like, I don't feel like it's not a misogynistic thing. It's like,
Go ahead, say it. Say what you
it's,
said.
it's a video game, you know. Like, even if we shooting hoops, like, I feel like I'm
Now girls can't hoop either.
No, it's not that girls can't hoop. It's like in my mind, I don't even think the best dude in the room can beat me in basketball.
I must not be.
So there's definitely going to be that situation that goes on. Like, why would I let this girl actually beat me in a game of horse? You know, or you know, at the arcade, you know, to get 25 tokens out of them.
No, if you're playing air hockey, you're whooping her ass, of course.
Yeah, like, you know, so it's just one of those things where I don't know. Like, my competitive nature would be like, oh yeah, she can win this one game, and then I'm about to run straight 3 games. If it's pool, if it's shooting hoops.
So say you
Like,
let
even
her
in
win.
pool tabs, I'm competitive.
So say you let her win, and then the next 3 games you destroy her. She's like, so you let me win, or you been like, yeah, I'll let you win, and she has a problem with that.
I was heating up, but she's gonna have a problem with it because she's gonna get bored. No one wants to lose that much and still think they're gonna have fun. I don't feel like.
I don't like to compete with women.
No one should.
Nah, I just don't. There's no need for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to be an athlete. I want you to be competitive, but like, I'm not gonna try to compete with you
But
the
it's
same
not
way.
like it's not a compete like I'm competing with.
Yeah, like I'm
man,
better than
know?
you.
Yeah, it's like it's a fun competition. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, if we went to go play 21 right now, nigga, I'm not serious. Like, I want to win, but I'm not hella serious.
So that ass was gonna be
But
terrible.
that's the hardest thing though, because all of us are competitive,
Nigga, I
but
would have 21-0, bro.
Or he Euro stepped to the table.
you're not 21-0 against us.
All years.
You getting hacked,
You can foul me all you want,
bro. You gonna get
I get the
tackled.
ball right back. I ain't tripping.
Bro, I'm 18 feet, boy on.
You running?
18-foot floater, baby.
18
No.
foot floater.
I've never been on a date like Dave and Buster's. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, Dave Buster's is nice.
You just have some drinks to keep it light. You're not like, oh, I got 63 points, you got 24. You just playing. You get tickets there and stuff too. What are the prizes at Dave and Buster's?
No,
I ain't been in a while.
I think it's just like a Chuck E. Cheese. You get the prize.
Where's the tickets?
It's on the card.
Yeah, it's on the card.
But I would assume it's almost like, what is it, up down?
Yeah, well, up down they don't give you nothing.
You didn't get nothing?
I never even heard of
it.
Have you ever been on like a really creative date? I've never been on like a crazy creative date, like where we went skydiving or.
No, never.
No.
I've never
skydiving, but it wasn't on the
What's the most creative date you ever been on? All my days have been simple as hell. I feel like.
I'm a simple dude though, so I don't even know if anything creative would be appealing to me,
I
bro.
like the hikes. The hikes are cool.
Never done a hike date before.
Definitely nature.
Yeah, nature.
Something that you could break away, because like otherwise, like everything else is gonna be like.
And it's still kind of competitive.
I can see if she's capable of climbing some mountains.
Yeah.
And for yourself too.
Son, I don't want to go mountain climb with nobody, man. Because if they fall, if I fall,
Not
they
a mountain, fam. Like,
You just hiking trail.
the wings.
I was born in Africa, man. I'm thinking aggressive at all times.
What does that even mean?
No mountains.
talking about
Alright.
mountains. I'm talking
Turn
about
the
mountains.
music up, bro.
Dude, you moved from that's 3.
Don't play me, dog.
No, don't play yourself.
Don't play me, dog.
When did you move from
Trying to be
Africa?
aggressive. Talking about
5.
I'm aggressive.
Don't play me,
Fly
dog.
touch ass boy. You want to be aggressive every time.
How far are we? Are we done?
You out
It's like
here,
an hour.
Are you finished or you done?
Yeah.
bro? Why you out here talking about women can't play no sports?
Yeah,
Bro, like
You said you don't want to compete because you better.
Here's two of my crushes, bro. Diana Taurasi and Brianna Stewart.
IE, what up?
Like literally, both of those two girls right there. They
Diana
walked in the
Taurasi
room-
is cute.
Bro, Diana Taurasi literally had my heart.
There's something about
She had my
her.
heart for like a
She look like that dog from
about
Next
her.
Friday. I don't know about her.
She's like, who?
That dog from Next Friday.
And she go.
She look like that dog from Next Friday, bro.
I don't care when that Chico fine too.
She's not traditionally
Chico's
attractive, but it
fine.
Chico
works.
fine too.
I think it's part of her game though, because she hoops.
She's a baller.
Brianna Stewart's nice as fuck
Yeah,
too.
bro.
That's why. That's attractive.
Stewie.
She's a beast,
I
man.
got Stewie Griffin.
Skylar Diggins is bad, ain't she?
She don't hoop no more.
All right,
She back.
what is one girl? Well, shit, Tim can't. Nobody can answer this anymore.
I can answer everything.
What's one girl you think is cute, but that most dudes you don't think would find her attractive? But she's kind of ugly, but she's cute to you. Yeah,
I know you got yours.
I know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to
I
think.
don't know if I got one off the top. I got to think.
Cute to me.
But other
She's
people are
hard,
she's
bro.
kind of weak.
Could it be, you said like fake, what if like personality?
Yeah, she could be really sexy. Like her personality could just be off the charts, but she's not really.
It's got to be a celebrity or an
Very
athlete now.
attractive.
Just
Like,
like
all you guys
lady.
think Jessica Alba was cute?
Oh, come on,
Come on,
dog.
yeah, she's
Ain't-
fine.
Yeah.
She's
Ain't nobody
fine,
gonna
yeah.
say. So it'd be like if
It's
there's
hard to ask off the top. That might be hard to ask off.
like I ain't gonna lie to you, like I don't think people think like Hillary Swank is dope, but I think she's cute. You know what I'm
She has a
saying?
little sex appeal.
Yeah.
Like, I think somebody like who's like when we were talking about this, like we like the more of a just plain straight up word look. Like
Yeah,
I think
the
Sandra
regular
Bullock
sex.
is like gorgeous,
Yeah.
but she's just like she doesn't look like
Regular.
all that nothing crazy. But I think Sandra Bullock is
Oh,
amazing.
she's in Blindside, bro.
She's
She was
beautiful.
fine.
Yeah, she's
No,
just
she's
like
nice.
Hey,
She's normal though.
Shit, even in Speed, she was fine. She's been
Like that's the
fine.
thing. The chicks think we be on like the chicks with the fake asses and.
no. I heard a
that's the
good
one
saying. It was
that
like
cut.
the sevens are the nines.
Bruh, I
And
think
the nines are
Taraji P.
actually
Henson is
sevens.
bad, bro. I don't know. I think Taraji P.
But she's a
Henson is
beautiful
bad.
woman.
I mean, but like when you're not looking at her like
That's a
she's
good
like.
one. That's a good one.
You're not looking at her like she's like like you're not like when people talk about Jessica Alba, they're not throwing Taraji P.
You feeling her? Huh?
Who? Taraji? I think Taraji. I said it, bro. I think Taraji is bad, bro.
Oh,
I really
me
do.
too.
I do. Cause like people used to talk about Nia.
a baby boy.
People talk about Nia Long.
the real.
If you said Nia Long, Taraji side by side, everybody's
Oh,
gonna say
I
Nia
know
Long.
who mine
Mia got
is.
that for sure though.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know
So-
who mine is. Joan from Girlfriends.
Well, I thought you was about to say
Oh,
Queen
that's
Latifah.
what it was. Yeah.
Joan from Girlfriends. She's not really like I don't know. I just think she's
Which one
bad.
was Joan?
That's Tracy Ellen Ross, right?
Tracy Ellis
Oh,
Ross.
for
She's
real?
yeah.
She's killing. You see the picture she posted like a week ago?
yeah. But her face isn't all like amazing.
Yeah,
But she's
you're right.
just like I just think she's.
She's nice.
See, she good.
So that's mine. Maybe Joan from
she's good.
Girlfriends. She's alright.
I'm gonna be sitting over here thinking 30 days. That's going on.
I don't know either.
Bro, Gina from Martin. Back when she was
Pam is fine.
But what?
Pam is finer than Gina. First of all.
But once again, if you
Pam
put
is
Gina,
finer
if you
than
put
Gina.
Gina side by side with Halle, everybody gonna say Halle.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, these are girls
You're
that.
going to like the top
No, but what I'm trying to, because it got to be a celebrity or
About some
athlete.
Wendy Williams or something.
Nigga, that's you. What's the
Lil Mama?
No. The one from
Mama
is it
Shirley?
the new girl? Is that there's like the guy and the girl roommate?
Oh, I know
the
you're
new
talking
girl?
about. She's bad. I
Oh
like
shit,
her.
damn. It's like Zoe
Deschanel?
Yeah, her.
She's not, but yeah, she's not super duper cute, but she's bad to me.
Yeah,
like
it's
she's
like-
really bad
I was about to say Lola
for obvious
Jones, but-
reasons.
Lindsay Lohan.
Who is Lawrence? Now
See, I got some nays in here.
Hillary Duff. People don't think she's that bad. I love Hillary Duff.
Have you seen her lately?
She blew
Not
up.
lately.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to her? I don't know.
She was Honey Boo Boo Child.
Oh, well,
No.
I'm talking about Lizzie McGuire when I was. That was my crush when I was
That's what I'm
little.
saying. It's tough because they were younger.
Mandy Moore's still bad, bro.
I feel like she a drug addict. She a drug addict.
Mandy,
But she's in This Is Us.
No,
She's
Mandy
all-
Moore.
she's like a homely.
She's playing a grandma in This Is Us, bro.
There we
And she's
go.
about 35.
Damn.
No. Like they dressing her up.
I know. I'm saying we old.
Look at the social experiment that IO has created for us. We literally just sat in here and just named all these white women.
Hi, Taraji P.
Exactly.
I said Joe from Girlfriend.
That's just about as many.
I said Joan from.
What's wrong
I
with
said
that?
Joan from Girlfriend.
Yeah, bro, I've been liking white women my whole life, man.
Bro, you do.
Oh yeah, public service announcement. I am now into black girls.
Damn.
I realized
Lizzie McGuire.
I realized I
Yo, she got a duck booty, boy. What's that?
Hillary Duff.
Damn.
Beer.
What that duck man say?
I realized I'm into black women now. I'm sorry, sisters. It's been too long.
Bro, I'll tell you right now though.
For the wank bank.
I mean this in the nicest way ever. I wish I could just redo my childhood till now. The only reason I say that is when y'all was talking about stop.
Did you know what she just said?
When y'all was talking when y'all was talking about dating and stuff, I didn't do that. Like I legitimately never dated. So
I didn't
honestly,
date either though.
How was dating in Africa?
Basketball.
dating in Africa,
How was it?
you wouldn't survive. I'll tell you that much right now.
Okay, so the mountains. Shut up.
My side of the mountain.
I'm from.
Monte wouldn't be aggressive enough. You gotta be aggressive growing up.
Nah, but just think about that though, bro. Like, cause I don't think anybody here did all that dating stuff.
I mean, who dates when they're that young? You ain't got no damn money. I went to movies every Friday, bro.
But I'm saying like, if
Sunday,
I could just redo the stuff that you can't get back now,
You can't.
Obviously,
Do it
but
now.
I am.
10 to 2. Put your phone and do not disturb.
10 to 2.
10 to 5. 10 to 5. 10 to 5.
10 to 5. On my fault. All right. We good? We wrap it up?
10 to 12
Wrap it up.
minutes.
All right. Once again, it's the Five Mics Podcast, episode 9. We got Pastor Hops and James. We got I, the author.
What up?
We got at Tim Nell. We got at Black Adonis. I'm at D Norris I. At Five Mics Pod on a Grammy. Episode 9.